Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Thursday morning training for April 18th. And today is a very exciting training because we're going to give everyone a sneak peek at the location, timing, and qualifications for the next North American incentive trip. And Senior Presidential Director, fellow dragon, Chinese dragon lady, Janet Kiefer is going to tell us all about it. So I'm going to pass it over to you, Janet. Good morning. And you're muted.
There we go. Good morning, everybody. And Gregory, kind of in his usual way, Gregory Robin are like, well, you can present tomorrow, right? So, okay, we have a few caveats. We do not have the official promotion from LifeWave yet. This trip was announced in the Cancun trip last week. My team was firing it up to me very quickly. We have the criteria from the European trip, which is going to Marrakesh. And my team has told me they're very similar. So we're going to give you the most we know. We may have some tweaks when they send it out. Gregory has the Marrakesh criteria flyer. He'll post it, on our Live Younger Facebook page, right? Okay.
Correct.
So just know we're close. And, if you go, well, Janet gave us wrong information just because we're kind of flying early. We're taking off on this airplane fast because time's of the essence. So I'll share with you what I know, and you're going to say, what about this or that? And I'm going to have to say, I don't know. We got to wait and see. But I've been working with my team. Give me a second here and I'll get because we tend to jump on things pretty quickly. So here's what we know so far. It should be in fall, probably November of this year. It's going to be at the Hard Rock Resort in Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic. Okay. The qualification period starts April 29th and goes to September 1st on both the European trip, which is going to Marrakesh, and this is North America. Now, Ravel, I assume it's going to be fine for Canada and for Mexico. We just don't know yet, but I'm assuming North America, okay? It is definitely, if we're in Cancun or know people on your team, it was top level, 5-star, all inclusive, all expenses paid, never pulled out their wallet. It was just a phenomenal trip. The company did an amazing job. My team that came back from it just couldn't say enough. So my team, we tend to use these trips to do a number of things in building our business. And if you have been around like Lavelle and some other people, you're always building from event to event. So my team is prepped and going to be ready to start on the 29th. And here's what we know. I like that there's more ways to qualify this than the Cancun trip. And so if you earn 60 points from April 29th to September 1st, and what I like also, yay team and LifeWave, they're starting it on a Monday and ending it on a Sunday night. So we're going to stay within those weekly frames. So earn 60 points, the company will give you, 2 people will go, but they'll pay for 1 airfare. If you earn 85 points, 2 people go and they'll pay for 2 airfares. Okay. There are points, and I'm going to go through them, for personal enrollment, all your normal personal enrollments. There's points for upgrading. There's points for our brand partners ranking up, which ties in beautifully with the Live Younger promo right now of Manager Maker and the MAD program, like Make a Director. Okay. We have personal rank advancement points. So where do you want to be? There's a senior director promotion almost by itself in here. And then you continue to maintain your rank and you get points. I love that one. All right. So we're going to start personally enrolled and take screenshots if you want. And again, I'm assuming these are going to be the same as Marrakesh. Okay. So a preferred customer, 1 point with a 99.95 purchase. A silver kit enrollment is 1 point, gold is 2, and diamond is 4. There are no points for platinum or bronze. Okay. So they're focusing us on 3 months or more like 5, 6 months or the large diamond pack. When you have people on your team and you personally sponsored them and you're upgrading them from say bronze to silver, silver to gold, up to diamond, you're going to get a point, 2 points, or 4 points. So who on your team can you help upgrade after April 29th? Don't start them today. Okay. So who can you help get upgraded and get them going?
And that would, Janet, that would tentatively, go back to that for a second, that would tentatively be cumulative. So somebody become a silver, get a point, help them become a gold, get 2 more points, help them become a diamond, get 4 more points.
No, 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 honey. You
Oh,
get 1 additional point from silver to gold.
oh,
Thank
really?
you, Robin. Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah, no, I believe me, I was very, very involved in that. So it is, you get the total of 2 points if you're a
Oh,
gold.
okay. Okay, thank
Yep.
you for that
Yep.
clarification. I'm sure I wasn't the only one that was hoping it was the other way.
Thank you, Robin. And we should clarify that because the way they
Good.
write it out, it looks like you're going to get 2 more points and then 4 more
Right.
points.
No, no.
Okay, so let's just be clear. I've got a silver, I upgrade them to a gold, I get another point. Let's say I take them then from gold to diamond. Do I get 3 more points or just 2 more points?
It would
You-
follow that that would be 2.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're muted, Robin. You get 2 more points.
Okay.
So
So you
I'll
Yeah,
have
wait
the
till
you get
diamond.
the, you get
possibility.
the, it's like if you're upgrading kits, you get the difference in the PIB between where you are and where you're going.
Thank you. That's really critical. Okay, because it looks like you could get 7 points here, but you actually can probably only get 4. Okay, or no, 3. 3, thank
No,
you.
4.
No, because someone said from gold to 2 points to the diamond, 4 points is 2 points in there.
Yeah, but you could get 4 altogether. If they
Yeah.
start at silver, you get 1. If they come in and they upgrade to gold, you get 1 more. They upgrade to diamond, you get 2 more. So you get
There you
4
go.
points total.
For that. So
Correct.
a great strategy.
Yeah.
To work with it. Okay. Now, your personal rank. Here are points for you ranking up. Okay. And I know Helen was just talking how close she's getting to presidential. All right. So we have 4 months. And you got to think, okay, we have weddings, we have vacations, there's so much that goes on through the summer, right? That's why I've got my team really focused right now. How are you going to use the time? Because the next few slides have some nuances you want to know about, okay?
Now,
But
before
maybe,
you go off this slide, chances are these are cumulative.
yes, thank you very much. I need to put these details in. So if you're a manager and you got 2 points and you came up to director, you're going to get 4 more points, correct, Gregory?
I believe so.
Yeah, rather versus the difference.
Yes.
Okay, and with that, thank you. All right, now your personal enrollments rank up just like our manager maker promotion right now. So you help build a manager, help them get going, you're going to get 2 points. And as one of my team said, how are they tracking this? And as we know, you need to be tracking it.
Mhm.
You need to track every single thing through this, okay? So
Can I
then,
make a suggestion, Jen? Because thank you for saying that, because we did have some discrepancy at the end of the last qualification. So as you track it, just create a spreadsheet or a list, however is convenient for you, the date you earn points, who it is, what happened, and how many points. And then it'll be really easy for you to have a rolling number so you know where you're at.
you have to be responsible for it, not the company.
Yes, thank you.
And
Yeah.
we'll work together. If somebody comes up with a really good spreadsheet that would like to share it, please let us know. But over the next week or two, because it doesn't start until April 29th. By the time it starts or before, we'll come up with a simple spreadsheet that everybody can use, so you don't have to recreate the wheel to
Okay.
track your points.
One thing I failed to mention is, unlike some of the previous trips where they had like the top 100 could go, everybody who qualifies goes, which I love.
Mhm.
If you make the points, you're on the trip. Okay. So I challenged my team, what rank advancement do you want to hit? Come on, let's stretch this. Let's think 10x instead of 2x. People are like, oh, I don't know. Well, we're going to be working with you all the way. I think if you've been at manager, I think you should target senior director.
Mhm.
Honestly, let's help you get there. Okay. All right. This one I love. This is actually your starting point. Are you a manager, director, senior director? So every week of the 18 weeks, you maintain it, you're getting a point. So to Robin's comment just then, track every week you qualify. You want to have a record. Oh, April 29th, that week I qualified, the May 7th, I qualified, whatever it was. If you're higher ranks, you're going to get 2 points each week. So let's say you stay qualified the whole time, so it's really incenting you to stay qualified. There's 18 points right there,
Mhm.
you know? So we all know, like we were talking on our director call yesterday, that people rank up to manager, but we have a pretty big drop off to director. And so with my team, I'm focusing this year, how do we get really strong directors? Because you have 2 strong directors, you should have a good 4 strong managers. This is a great trip to help you get there, I think, that
Mhm.
way. As many people will tell you that most people will work hard for a trip more than a paycheck. They want the luxury. They want to be able to brag. They want to be forced to go take a vacation. Like, oh, I have to stop work because I'm going on this amazing vacation with all my friends. A lot of people have guilt about taking vacations. And so you're like, oh, you have to do that. Oh, it's part of your business. Oh, it's a write-off. Oh, we
Mhm.
get to go play with Robin and Gregory and all the team. Works for me. Okay. So this one, I actually have a question, Gregory and Robin.
Mhm.
So if you've not only manager and you've not gone senior director yet, the qualifications are you have 2 directors. They don't have to be on each leg, they can be on one, but a minimum of 2 directors. You have to qualify for the first time. You will have, if you qualify and keep it for 6 weeks during the contest, you don't have to keep it sequentially, but 6 weeks, you are absolutely have 2 people in 2 flights. You're going. Okay. Like I have some people sitting on the edge of senior director. And honestly, I'd like them to qualify in May.
Yeah.
They're that close. You also have to have 10,000 personal business volume points. So Robin, would you talk about that, please?
I'd be happy to. The 10,000 points for senior director, if you go to the commission tab and into volumes, the very last column is GVU. That's called Group Volume Unilevel. That means those points have to be at least 10,000. And where those are accumulated from is everyone you've enrolled and what they've done and everyone they've enrolled. So the volumes that are showing up in the total LV and RV may include some spillover from above that does not get included. So that's why you want to pay attention. When I look at people's back offices, I look at that column and I go week to week to see if there is business growth in your unilevel. And that's a great thing to look at. So pay attention to the GVU column and see where you're at. And that focus on senior director is fabulous. Now, you also have to be a qualified director in addition to having 2 personally sponsored directors plus the 10,000 points. And then the rest from there is volume to get you to the top of the plan. Is that helpful, Janet?
Yes, I'm going to have you repeat one thing, but before we do, I
Yes.
remember early on when Barbara Larrabee and I were looking at this criteria for ranking up, and we both, our jaw dropped. We're like, you only need 2 directors and it's volume after that? We're like, woohoo! Like, this is the easiest thing I've ever seen. Because if you've been in other companies, it's not the same. So, Robin, tell them again, slow down, where they find that GVU under commissions and volumes in the back office.
Yes. Okay. Back office, go to commissions, go to volumes. And if you don't understand every column in that report, please reach to your upline so you do understand. And the last column is called GVU, and that is group volume unilevel, and that's all the volume that you personally have produced from your business, the people that you have brought in, and the volume that they have brought in. And that's the important number to pay attention to as you're getting through the upper ranks.
Thank
And
you.
let me just comment on briefly about that for some of the people that are newer. That's why we say LifeWave is a hybrid binary, because it has a unilevel embedded within the binary. So you have your binary legs that you're paid your cycle bonus on, but you also have everybody you sponsor as part of the unilevel, and the matching bonus is based on unilevel volume, not binary volume. Okay. So it's based on matches. But so you have a unilevel in your back office. You can look at your unilevel downline, your personally sponsored downline, and you can look at your binary tree. So they're 2 different diagrams, 2 different trees.
So Gregory, if I can kind of put that together for some people might be new.
Uh-huh.
Once you understand at a certain point, it's up to you to build both teams. And it's all of your people who brought in their people, who brought in their people, is how you start lifting to the top. So one of my team, we kind of, when she first came on, there was a little bit of miscommunication, a little didn't understand things. And I said, great, go work with your team. And she thought I was like, you know, being rude to her, like, get out of here and go work with your team. I go, no, your team is how you're going to go to the top. You don't have to be reaching out to everybody that's not on your team. Don't worry, that'll get handled. Focus on your folks. And once she got that, she took off.
Mm.
You know, she's like, oh, because she just didn't understand this work. So I have a deeper question, Gregory and Robin, which I don't know if this is the appropriate place, but there are people on here on the verge of senior director and
Mhm.
or.
Mhm.
When you sign up someone brand new,
Mhm.
they can, I've got to go look at the details. If they buy a diamond pack, they can qualify as senior director for 14 weeks.
They get the benefit, they get what's called forced rank to senior director for 14 weeks, but that doesn't qualify them for this program.
Thank you. How comes? Explain it
You
to
have
people.
to earn senior director in order to get the trip. Buying a diamond kit is not earning
Yeah.
it.
Right.
Right.
And
And
being
you
a-
won't have 10,000 points coming up through your team.
that.
Correct.
Yeah. Because that could be confusing. You could read that and go, well, I'll just buy a diamond pack and I'll qualify.
Wrong.
I'm glad you clarified that. You get paid as a senior director as far as the getting the binary, the PIB for the platinum and diamond PIB, which is another $300 when you sell a diamond kit. But you know, that's the benefit, and it personally qualifies you for 14 weeks as far as your personal volume when you buy a diamond kit.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, before I go further, I just want to check the chat. Carol Lee, did you get your question answered? This would only be for helping personally enrolled, correct? I think that got answered. Open up.
Yeah, the matching bonus, the points is for you're personally enrolled. Where
Yeah.
and this is the first time they've had, well, it's not the first time. They've done a match before for Manager Maker. But, you know, it's a very effective way. You know, you help somebody get where they want to go, and you get the benefit of helping them get there.
So
I
what,
was
If I
Sorry,
could go with-
I was speaking of for working with your team and getting points for the contest, and I just was clarifying for everyone.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Carol. So Terry Marquez, you're saying, is this only for managers or all of us? No, all of us. You could join today and be on this trip. In fact, there was a woman who joined in January of this year and made the Cancun trip by the beginning of February. You can do it, okay? Build the brag. I love that, Carl. It's so true. Build the brag. So we're going to talk here about strategy a little bit, but let me just check our questions. Can you buy a diamond kit more than once? Robin, why don't you answer that?
If she's talking,
Okay.
she's.
No, no, it's really important for everyone to know you can only buy each kit once. You can upgrade until you get to the diamond kit. And then once you get the diamond kit, to get the best price on patches, either get a maintenance kit or the bulk offer of X39, but you can only buy a diamond kit once.
Once, thank you. So before we go to strategy, because some people are just joining, I can see you coming in. Let me just go over this trip real quick again, so you can see it again. So again, qualification April 29th to September 1st. 4 months, 18 weeks, okay? So then if you earn 60 points, 2 people are going 1 airfare, 85 points. Personally, I like to shoot for 100 because there's things that happen along the way. So 2 people, 2 airfares. Yes, personal enrollments. Well, now I'll jump in to the other slides. So here's your PC all the way through silver, gold, and diamond kit. For your score for whenever, to Robin's point, you can only enroll them once in these, but here's your points. Okay. Plus you get some nice commissions. We haven't even talked money. Okay. Personally, upgrades, you can upgrade from silver to gold, gold to diamond. These are cumulative, so 1 point for silver. If they go up to gold, you're going to only get the extra point, as Robin pointed out. Some of you just jumped on with us. If you upgrade them from gold to diamond, there's a difference. Actually, you already have 2 points. It has 4. You're going to get 2 more points. All right, personal advancement. So some of you who aren't a manager yet, let's get you going. It's only 2 silver and above on each binary team. 2 points, you're going to keep going. We recommend that you put 20 left and 20 right so that it's strong. You've got more managers coming. You become a director. Okay, your upline should help you with this. Rank advancement. Yay, team. You started, you're now a manager. Keep going. You've got 4 months. Let's help you build managers. So a director needs a manager on each team that's active every week. So you're going to say, coming up here, you're going to get points for staying active right here. Yay. You know, new person, you're new manager. Let's keep you going. Every week you're going to get a point towards the trip. And that might be the criteria that got you on that airplane. They picked you up at the airport. They walked in and gave you a glass of champagne and took your luggage to your room. You went downstairs and started partying with everybody. Just keeping active, okay? We just went over senior director. All right. Here's some thoughts. I had talked about holding up ranks until the 29th. That is just something my team and I are talking about. I'm not pushing that on you. We have a manager promotion going on right now. You may want to do it. We just had 2 new qualifying directors. Yay. But I do agree with number 2. If you have upgrades, you may want to hold them to the 29th. And so they're ready to upgrade. What is it? It's not even 10 days anymore. It's pretty quick, another week. And then go ahead and get those points. But in the meantime, with my team, I'm saying, what rank are you? What rank do you want to be? How close are you? And Robin's really great. Robin, we may want to do a little Thursday training on how you look in the back office to show who's close to ranking up.
Sure.
Yeah, we should do that. Okay. What preferred customers might want to cross over to becoming brand partners? They love the patches. They're telling their friends. maybe it's time to invite them over. Something I learned long ago is you think people will tell you. Actually, people like to be invited. They want to be invited to the party. Gosh, everybody's in there having fun. Oh, I don't know if I belong. Invite them to the party. Okay. We want them to be with us. What brand partner needs to upgrade, can upgrade? Who on your team is close to ranking up? This is the prep you can do between now and the 29th. So the minute that Monday clicks over, let's go, right? So you're really, as a team leader, thinking through these things with your team. Gregory and Robin, what would you like to add?
Well,
Get your
there's
ducks in a row.
and what I want to add is the team that plays together stays together. And there's nothing like being together on a vacation and getting to know each other. And like what Janet, she uses that time very strategically. And we've had wonderful, like we talked about, I vividly remember our training in the pool, our mojito training. There was a circle of us all holding mojitos, and I was doing a training. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
It's true.
But just having fun with each other and creating memories, there's nothing like it. And so, what we're wanting to do, and Janet's going to get into strategy, and I'm not going to spoil that for you, but really, she's going to talk about finding out who really wants to go for it, because how we spend our time is really important, and who you spend your time with is really important. So I'm going to turn it back to you for strategy, because you're the brilliant strategist.
Actually,
And
Connie's-
Eva
Connie's
Rose
got-
says, I want a mojito training. Okay,
Yeah.
Eva, we got a
Con-
date.
Connie's got her hand up. Connie, why don't you go ahead? Did you have something you want to share on this?
Yeah, I want to add one more strategy. This may or may not be a fit for somebody, but it's just thinking in a different way outside the box. There are many brand partners who maybe they've already upgraded, maybe they even came in on a diamond kit and they're just hanging out buying product. They're not building they're not doing anything, they're not building. If you have enough structure in your business already and they're really customers, maybe they resign as a brand partner, you enroll them as a customer, you get the point for that, and that clears them out of your binary. So the person underneath them who is working becomes your personally sponsored.
Ooh.
Okay,
Just
you guys, that was a sophisticated tip from Connie. So if
That
we
was
need
brilliant,
if
Connie.
we need to repeat it, she's going to right now. Connie, one more time.
Okay, so this happen. I think we all know this happens from time to time. People have come in as brand partners. They had every intention of building, or maybe they didn't, and you were using them for structure to get all your silvers in place, right? To have the structure you needed in your business. And so all of a sudden you realize, hey, I've got this person in here. They're just ordering product, and underneath them is someone who's really building, but they don't count as my personally sponsored. If that person is just a customer and you go to them and they say they're not going to build, they're just going to, keep buying product, you can suggest that if we have them resign, then everybody under them moves up to you. And immediately, as soon as they resign, you can sign them up as a preferred customer under you. Therefore, you get the point. The people that have moved up are now your personally sponsored, and potentially as you help them move to the next rank, they are your personally sponsored. Or if they're ready to upgrade, they become your points.
Connie, brilliant. Brilliant. As Carl says, that was a money tip. Absolutely. Thank you. This is why you guys want to be on these calls, honestly. You're going to learn from top leaders like Connie. Very true. Okay, something I want, Helen, you've got your hand up.
Okay, yeah. I love this senior director gets to go, right? How fun. But I just wanted to remind people that when you go to your homepage in your back office and you're looking at your rank advancement, when you click on that little view promotion details, then if you click on senior director, you will see how many points you have. So you need 10,000, but a very simple way to check in every day is right there.
So Helen, maybe I can talk Robin into as we launch this, we'll do kind of one of these calls where she shows you where to go find stuff.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Maybe next Thursday before it starts.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Other questions? Go ahead and raise your hand.
Well, I'm just going to add in again as a broken record. It's really smart, whether there's a promotion or an incentive trip or whatever, you want to get extras. Everything. Because
Extra what,
things
Robin?
change. Extras of everything, extra
Yeah.
silvers,
Extra manager.
managers, extra
Yeah.
directors, because things change. So it's just an invitation. You know, if you get your 2, don't stop, keep going.
Keep going. Very true. Sun shower.
So I was distracted at the very time that Connie said and then repeated her brilliance. So could you repeat it? Because I didn't catch this one word. She said something, redesign.
Connie, do you want to go through it one more time?
I'm not sure which part she's talking about, but I can go through the whole thing. So this isn't a strategy for everyone. If you are in the process of still getting spare silvers and above, you do not want to take one out to make them a customer. It's gonna, I mean, unless they have people underneath them. So we had someone, we'll just explain. We had, we've done this a few different times. Somebody is a manager. Someone's heading towards director, and there's a manager that's really working, that's below someone they've personally sponsored. So that manager is on their second level, or that director's on their second level. And there's a person in there who thought they would build, but they just haven't, and they're really not interested in it. And so sometimes then I've suggested have a conversation with them. You don't want to remove them if it's just that, they've got a life situation and they're going to build later, right? You don't want to take something away from them. But many times they'll come back and they'll say, I'm really never going to build this, and it's just not my thing, or the timing's not right. And at that point you say, look, let's do this. Let's resign you. And so they can call customer service and ask to be resigned. They can email. I prefer a phone call to get it done. As soon as they have done that, they can then be signed up by their sponsor as a preferred customer immediately. They don't have to sit out. They don't have to wait, because they're not a brand partner. They're going in as a customer. And so that then takes the manager below and pushes them up to that person. So that person can now become a director, because it's their manager instead of being 1 or 2, a level below. Does that make sense?
I still don't understand the word. Is it revined? That's all I keep hearing.
Okay, Sunshine, we have this recorded.
Resign, SINE, re-sign up.
Oh, thank you.
No worries.
Have this
It's
recorded.
word.
Connie explained it 3 times. Thank you, Connie. So come back and listen. Thank you, Connie. It's brilliant. Carl.
Janet, as always, top shelf presentation. You were born to do this. I love the incentive trip we're talking about, but I really love the strategy that's being shared here. And particularly what Connie just shared is a real huge tip to success. I'd like to hear from the senior people here, the high achievers, the 1, 2, 3 strategy of maxing out what we do here. In other words, in our group right now, we promote upgrades. We want everybody to upgrade, get them to diamond. Is that actually step 1? Is that your first thing you should do to get them into the right position? I'm just, because we're talking strategy, I'd love to know that 1, 2, 3 in terms of priority, if someone would speak to that, please. And thank you.
I'll respond. You've got some great folks here, and let them in. I don't know if there's a cookie cutter 1, 2, 3. I think it's a little per person that you're talking to. But Connie, Gregory, Robin, any of the other SPDs, what would you tell Carl?
Well, first of all, it's not always in everyone's best interest to be a diamond. You want the timing to be right for them to be a diamond. So upgrading everyone, when people come on board, I always say to them, let me know when you're ready to order so I can make sure you get the best value, because the best value many times is an upgrade. We always want to do what's best for them. And too many people become a diamond when it's not the right timing. And we can do a whole, we've talked about this before and we can do it again. Diamond is for the perfect people. It's the best thing if they're going to build fast and they want to maximize the comp plan and they're going to bring in a bunch of diamonds or they're going to move through the product. But we want to make sure it's the right time for them with the momentum in their business and their resources and all kinds of things. So upgrading, yes, is correct, but not always to the diamond level is what I want to add.
Thank you, Robin. I guess what I was after, some people look at, and you touched on it, the best value. And so they look at maintenance and say, well, I can get X39 down to $83, but if I upgrade, I also get some free products. So that sort of the balance between the two. But I think you're spot on when you say what's right for the individual.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you want to find out, ask more questions. And it's not a cookie cutter. It's really unique to their situation. So I'm happy to visit with you, Carl, and we can talk more specifics about that. But yeah.
And got 4 months. We're going to be talking a lot about this on the Thursday call. So don't think this is just one conversation.
Right.
We'll be able to guide you that way. Thank you, Robin. Diane Horvath?
Hi. Just to verify, the person that Connie has resigned is the reason why they have somebody that is a builder underneath of them is because they just happen to put in, bring in, personally sign up at least one person. And that person is a builder. And that's why Connie has the non-builder beyond the one person resign so that everyone else underneath in the leg can move up. Correct?
Correct. But again, it's Connie's,
you.
that's not for everybody. It's a certain.
Right. I just
Probably
wanted
doesn't
to,
happen that often either. So, for in the right place, it's a beautiful strategy, but I wouldn't go looking to convert your brand partners to customers. But there are circumstances when somebody just says, hey, this is, they're just a customer, and you have a discussion with them, as Connie said, and they have no interest in really building the business. Make them a customer, because sometimes customers to disguise as brand partners, they can take their disguise off and be a customer instead.
right. Got it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
If one of the things my team, I had my directors on here last night, and I want to share a couple things. Right now you're trying to learn the points and you're trying to look at your strategy. But back up for a minute. I'm going to be talking to each of first all my managers and my directors and my senior directors. Who wants to do this? Who cares about a trip? Who's motivated to go? I'll be honest. I had in another company, one of my top people, she hated beach vacations. She's like, I don't want to go on a beach vacation. I'm like, really? But what she loved was the people. And she loved being with the team. She loved partying. She loved the big events. Then she would work towards it. So for some of you, a beach vacations, you've got your bag packed. Find out, to Robin's point always, what motivates them? Why would they want to be on it? Well, one of my team last night said, I don't want to be left out. I want to be seen as one of the top people. I want my team to know that I'm doing this and I'm going there. Are you coming with me? So Gregory and Robin, Connie, you may want to just throw out some things about just the personal side of this. What motivates people to work for 4 months?
You want to go, honey, or you want me to, or Connie, you want to go? I guess it's me. You said it, Janet. It's really, when you're getting to know someone in the beginning, when they just sign up, you want to find out what motivates them. And then you want to focus on that. And it is true, a beach vacation is not for everyone, but being included and being with the team, they don't have to hang out at the beach. They can go on the food tasting tour or whatever it may be that they have offered outside of the beach. But it is about being together. It is about connecting, and it is an opportunity to be with corporate executives in a very informal way where you can develop your relationship with them. You can ask questions. I know a lot of people spent real quality time with Garrett and Geraldo, and it was incredibly valuable for them. And there's so many benefits that are way beyond being at the beach. But it is that opportunity to be together, and you never know, and meet people outside of our community, and learn from each other, because sometimes that conversation you have with someone, they give you a gem that can change your life. It's like, meeting someone in the bathroom at a convention. That one line that you learn from someone can change everything. So attending in an informal environment, asking good questions, developing relationships can be life-changing and can absolutely make a huge difference in your business.
It truly can. Thank you, Robin, because people aren't always motivated for the money, but they
Right.
definitely are motivated being part of the group, having the time. If you have only taken vacations with your family, which we love, that's a certain mind frame of people's experience. We can only tell you, taking a trip with 200 of your friends is very different. And in Aruba, there was probably, imagine all the people here in our little Hollywood squares. We were all in the water, sun hats on with drinks in our hands for probably 3 hours. It's just so much fun. And you're thinking, well, I'm an introvert. I don't want to be with all those people. Trust me, you're going to have fun. If nothing else, you're going to enjoy the food, right? For all
And
those.
I don't want everybody to think that we're all a bunch of lushes because those drinks had so little alcohol in them. I don't know if there was any alcohol. Robin doesn't drink, and she drank 5 of them, and she didn't even have a buzz.
I think I
Well,
had
that was
8.
a fun resort, but so
I think they're all virgins drinks.
I'd like
It's
to jump back to
Anyway, it is very fun. The community. I'll just comment on that. Going to and partying, being in a resort with a bunch of your peers,
Yes.
your Lifeway family is so much different than a family vacation. We love both, but we spend more time with you guys than we do with our family. And it's so great to be on the beach, in the water, breaking bread, in the swimming pools together. It's really worth going for. Connie,
It's
go
amazing. Can I just chime in quickly too?
ahead. Who's that?
This is Cameron.
Yeah, go ahead, Cameron.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, and I just want to say that I live an hour and a half south of Cancun, and so I didn't choose to win the trip to be on the beach. I chose to go there to network with leaders in this company and in this organization, and it was absolutely a phenomenal experience for me. These people are my family, and I met some of the most amazing people that I've met. So it was such an incredible opportunity. And I had declared early on, I think with you and Robin and other people, that I would like to go, and I will go on every one of the trips just to network and be with these people. These people are my family. This is our soul tribe. And so it was such an amazing experience. And I'm also a beach guy. I love to see the beaches of the world. And I got to see another beach that's only an hour and a half from where I live that I had seen for the first time. And it was absolutely gorgeous.
And Cameron, how valuable was it having that spreadsheet?
It was very much so. It was very, very valuable. And this time around, I would like to see their spreadsheet as well, so that we can compare the differences and see where the discrepancies were, because I was never able to see that from corporate.
I don't think we'll ever get that, but we have to take responsibility in our own. And Cameron and I were on the phone regularly counting numbers. How many? We did that a lot, didn't we?
We did. We
Okay.
absolutely did. And they came clean for it. And not only did they, because it was a little bit frustrating for me. It was a month after that I got notified, and then they gave me an extra ticket as a gift. And so I was able to utilize that extra ticket, and yeah, we had an amazing time.
That's
Great,
awesome.
thank you. Well, Connie, then Darlene.
Cameron makes a great point. That's exactly it. Barry and I said we can travel anywhere we want in the world at, at this point, but it's different going with everybody. And there's also, besides networking with other people, there's networking with your team. I remember Robin and Gregory in Aruba, Michael, that was Michael's first incentive trip, he and Tracy Joe. And we had the opportunity to sit down with them and really strategize what's next. Okay, all these people are coming in, but how do we change your business to the next level? What are we going to do next? And we sat out by the pool and kicked back and we strategized what was Michael's next move. And you don't get that time when people have busy lives and other businesses and other things. It's hard to get that one-on-one time with them. And every event when I'm there, I will meet with different leaders and I spend time because it's where you dig into their why. It's where you connect and where you get to see where do they want to go next and how can you help them? Because it's hard when you're doing the daily method of operation to get that time.
Very true, Connie. Very true.
I think Darlene.
Okay, I am not one of those people who love the beach, but I have earned
Uh-oh.
We lost you, Darlene. She froze.
Right. the time you get to spend with your peers, with Robin and Gregory. It's invaluable. And they are just so much fun to be able to go on a trip that the company takes care of everything for you. And
Mm.
Long pause.
Darlene, we agree.
Yeah. Yeah. You keep freezing, sweetheart. For some reason, your
Yeah,
internet
yeah,
connections.
a little strategy real quick before we wrap up.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, and hopefully this Gregory gifted me with a seminar the last 2 days where we're really working on strategic communications. And theirs was a point that really hit home with he and I, that we tend to think, we're in charge, we're the hero, we're going to bring our team on board. But they really pointed out to us that our role is really the mentor. We're really Yoda. And your team members are the hero. And for the next 4 months, you're there to help your team member. You're going to mentor them along the way. And so it's not necessarily, oh, let me tell you about these points. Here's how you get points. Okay, that's the how. You want to be talking about the what and the why. So Luke, you could bask on the sun-drenched beaches of Punta Cana, celebrating success as a LifeWave leader with your friends and family. Want to go? And it's a whole different perspective. And then you can say, here's how we get you here. But you, to the point.
And here's what you say. It's the patch, Luke. Trust the patch, Luke.
It's the power of the patch. Good one. But your role is the mentor. Your role is to help your hero get there, right? And so from here, if I go back, again, think through, you've got, let me go back to some of the stuff. This one here. No, that wasn't it. This, where am I? Sorry, guys. I've got so many slides in here. So go back over the next 10, probably week. Where is your rank? How close are you? It's like they say in the airplane, put your oxygen mask on first. Start thinking about you and what do you need to get there? Do you need to upgrade? Do you need to get with your upline and do a strategy session? Do you need a calendar to look across from now to September 1st? Who are you running with? That is a key I would really recommend. Who's your running partner? Through all my time here, Barbara Larrabee and I have been running partners before we knew anything. Fortunately, Robin and Gregory grabbed us by the collar and they're our running partners and helped bring us. But we had a running partner And we just stumbled through day after day till we figure this out. It's really helpful. Who are you going to go to the beach with? Okay. And help them with their team. Something I'd also point out, we talked about with my directors. If you've been around for a little bit, we will end on September 1st. And then to Robin's point, we'll figure out all the points and did you make it? But what's coming right after that is the convention. Within 6 weeks right after, are you teeing your team up that they're going to go to convention? Because that's going to build their belief. It's our 20th anniversary. David's launching new products and very limited tickets. It's a whole other issue. But think ahead. What do they do every time at convention? They launch a new trip. And they usually start it October 1st. So if you're already running on this and you know how to do it, you're going to tell your team, woohoo, we're on our way to Punta Cana, and now let's get everybody ready for the trip that's going to come in spring. So see this as kind of a whole cycle of what you're doing. So thank you for listening to me. I hope this has been helpful, and I'll let everybody else talk now.
I just want to share one quick screen. This is what happened at our strategy session with Michael. You never know what's going to happen.
You never know who's going to show up.
Yeah. Where's that badge?
Darlene, did you have your hand up again? Okay, I guess okay. And Carl's got his hand up.
It just came up in what Janet shared about the conference. Just a question, when are they going to clear the queue? We had some brand partners put their name in. They don't know travel arrangements and such are going to be a concern. When are they going to clear the queue and get these people off the waiting list and confirm them? Is there any indication, please?
Okay, well, I hope you guys tune in every week to LifeWave Business Builders, because Geraldo and Garrett alternate and give the week in review and a week ahead of what's going on. And they have a new registration system. And so as far as the boot camp goes, we should be getting the registration link for that any minute now. And the same thing will be true for the convention. And there are 6,000 seats and they've sold over 5,000. So as soon as that comes up, be assured I will make it very, very present on our Facebook page. And just know that our Live Younger Facebook page, if there's something going on with the company, like there's a little blip in this and that, I like to put it up there. So go there first if you need information before you jump and call customer service, because I usually know what's going on because I hear from you guys. What's happening here? I heard from a few people about the payout thing. So I was on it right away yesterday morning at 7:30. And so it will be up very soon, Carl, for people to make, but do, get people in the queue for those tickets and the registration system, and it's any minute. They haven't given us an exact time, but Geraldo, I'm on him every day about that. Okay, so we'll make sure you're up to date. Okay, anyone else? I think we've got it. So it's now 9:55. Good job. Janet said it really well. People are incentivized for different reasons. And when you get to know them in the beginning, some people are incentivized by recognition. Walking across the stage means more to them than anything. Some people it's trips, some people it is money. Everyone's different. And we don't know until we take the time to ask, how are you motivated and inspired to get to the next level? What's important to you? For some people, it's serving a lot of people. So Lavelle, you've got your hand up. You want to share?
Sure, thanks so much. Hold on one second.
Are you on? And there's nothing like quality time with Lavelle and Miget at midnight, I think.
Been there.
Yeah.
So, two good things. One, sometimes people they don't know the colors. Maybe we can do a training on colors, personality types, like the green, the yellow, the blue, so that people can really get some insight into what motivates people. Maybe
Mhm.
we can do that, Robin and Gregory, and anyone else that knows about the personality types. Maybe we can do that on a training.
We
Mhm.
The
actually
other,
already have done it.
oh, you did do it? Okay,
Yeah.
must have been, and I
Yeah.
decided
We
to.
can find where that is. We use the color code from Taylor Hartman.
Mhm.
And we talked about that, and it was extremely helpful because when you understand personality profiles, you understand how to communicate with someone. Like when I'm talking to Janet and Connie, I got to bottom line it and bullet it, you know? And when I'm
Yeah.
talking to some other people, I can be more flowery and relationship and take more time. So it's really, really one of the most valuable tools in life is to understand how to best communicate with people, because our tendency is to communicate at the style that we like, not necessarily what they prefer. So I totally agree with you, Lavelle, and we can continue to talk about that on these
Do a
calls
refresher. Yeah.
and weave it in. I think it is because some people weren't there and we can
Yeah.
refresh that, but we should find out which call that was. And so you have access to that.
And then
Great.
another thing I like to just share with people, like Jim Rohn, I'm gonna quote Jim Rohn again. Don't worry about it being perfect. And Gregory says the same thing. Just get your strategy together. Just get started, because a lot of times we analyze the paralyzed, and you want to just get. You just want to
That's
go
a
ahead and
personality profile, analysis paralysis.
right. That's the green. But anyway, yeah, I just want to encourage everyone, just get started, because Gregory, what do you say? You said perfection is what is it, Gregory?
Perfection is the enemy of progress.
Yeah.
So
Can I
just get
share?
good.
That's a really good point, Lavelle and Gregory. Last night with my directors, we talked about that some people won't start because they think they have to be perfect. Versus, well, even if you don't get on the trip, you're going to have new brand partners, you're going to make money, you're going to build your business. There's no lose here. So
Yeah, and to your point, Janet, it is about energy. And I say, the company is in momentum. We know that. They're growing. David said it on the call yesterday, the best March ever, or Jeff, the best month ever in the history of the company. We keep growing month over month, doing the best ever. So the company's in momentum. And then we have personal momentum and team momentum. And the worst thing that could possibly happen if you go for this, you're going to have momentum. And then it feeds in, like Janet said so beautifully, into the convention where we can add to that momentum. So this business is about energy. And so if you keep tapping into that and keep growing it and feeding it, the rest is history. Yeah. Cheryl, you've got your hand up, my dear.
Yes, I wanted to say that I am a Myers-Briggs certified assessment person, if you will, and facilitator, and I could do that anytime for us on any of the calls, and I do have access to free assessments. And it is about how we receive information and give information, obviously. And did you want to say something, Robin?
No, thank you. Myers-Briggs is a brilliant assessment. It's a little more complex for people to understand in our business. And so that's why we chose the color code instead of Myers-Briggs, because there's more dimension.
Yes, and what I've done is I've done it about 25 years, and I've broken it down into stories about families and particular people, and so it's fun, as well as people connect pretty quickly, because I'm not presenting it in kind of technical terms, which you typically hear in business.
Right.
So we might want to try it.
Daryl, how about you and I have a conversation about that? Because we've already started with the color code, and it might get confusing to add another one, but I have personally done a plethora of personality profiles, and I can't help myself, but meeting someone, you can tell by the way they're dressed many times. And
yes, ma'am.
But anyway, it is extremely valuable to have that as a ground of understanding of how to communicate. And that's what we're looking at. How do we best serve people by giving them the information and communicating effectively to a way that they can receive it? So thank you. I look forward to learning more from you, Wonderful.
Okay,
Wonderful,
thank you.
wonderful. And I did put in the chart, in the chat, I think it's colorcode.com, and people can do a free assessment and you can kind of learn about the color code. I know Carl has been listening on to some tapes I sent him. How valuable was that for you, Carl? Maybe he didn't hear me. That's
May be
okay.
gone because we're past top of the hour. Some people
Okay.
have.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we're
other
past the top of the
obligations.
hour, everyone. Janet, this was fabulous. Always, always, always. And I know people would love access to those slides. Is that available?
Yeah. I'll put them in a PDF.
Great, great. We'll do that. Oh, there's 2 more hands up. Should we, let's be
Be
real
brief
brief.
and we'll be done.
We'll be brief and be done. Okay.
Hey,
Lavelle,
hey,
then Chris.
Lavelle asked me last week, Lavelle, did you present to 1,200 people? I don't know if I presented to 1,200 people, Lavelle, but I did personally recruit 300, my wife and I, so we did present to those. I just wanted to answer your question from last week.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. And I think Christine she had her hand up and now it's not up anymore. Okay. Anything else, honey, for a completion?
I think
I'm gonna
Lucy,
ask somebody because it's, yeah. done.
everybody could unmute and say their farewells.
No, I'm gonna ask
Expression of gratitude. Thank
somebody.
you.
Janet, yay,
Fabulous.
Janet.
Oh,
Woohoo!
Good
Good
job.
Presentation. Thank you.
it was a great meeting. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Good job.
Bye,
Thank
thank
Bye-bye.
you.
See you in Punta Cana.
Have a
Yes.
great day.
Guys, so much.
Have a good X39 day.
Yay, everybody. Thank you, Janet.
Keep on
Trust
Woohoo,
the path.
DR, here we come.
Thank you. You're awesome.
Great information.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, everyone, for your contributions and questions. Wonderful.